Should you handle your jumping spider? Let's find out in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Spooderpods. I'm David and today we are discussing a very important topic and one that's been requested for the channel for absolute ages, and that is, should you handle your jumping spider? In this video I'm going to cover my opinion on whether you should actually handle your jumping spider or not, and also give you some tips on how to do so. Because in some circumstances it can be very useful even if you're not that keen on doing so. My opinion on if you should handle your jumping spider is basically it's up to you entirely. I don't actually handle my jumping spiders very often. I will do it in husbandry elements, or if I absolutely have to for husbandry reasons, or if I need to do enclosure stuff, but I don't really feel the need to. I just prefer enjoying them in their enclosures and let them get on with their business. It's a lot less intrusive for them, a lot more fun. However, that's not to say that if you want to, there's anything necessarily wrong with it. It's just really important that you do it in the right way, because there are some dangers to your jumping spider and things you need to be aware of when you're handling them. Is it essential? Some people argue it is. I would argue it's absolutely not. Only in husbandry settings, or if you actually have to capture them for their own safety. Many people ask about the dangers of handling a jumping spider, and I wanted to start off by saying the dangers are actually mostly to your jumping spider rather than you. Jumping spiders very seldom bite. There is just no real reason for them to bite. You're just a giant to them, a big moving giant, so why would they bite something that big? They'd only do so if they're absolutely forced to. If you squeeze their abdomen, make them exceptionally uncomfortable, and they will do it as a last resort. It is incredibly rare for jumping spiders to bite humans, and even if they did, their venom isn't really that harmful. It's not medically significant to us. The dangers of handling mostly come to them. If you're handling your jumping spider, you have to be uber careful for them, because you may harm them, you may accidentally hurt their legs, you may accidentally squeeze them. There's so many dangers to them, even the stuff on your skin. If you've recently handled any chemicals, have makeup, freshly put on nail varnish, that sort of stuff can be very harmful to them. And there's also the risk of escape, so it's really important to know how to do it correctly, and that's one of the reasons I thought I'd make this video. So I'm going to start on the how-to while Pickles goes off and plays elsewhere in the bedroom. These are my conures who've joined me again because they just love it when I'm filming. Let's talk about how to handle your jumping spider, and one of the most important things I want to make people aware of is be gentle and be very cautious, and also plan it out a little bit. It's really nice to be spontaneous, but it's good to have the right setting to handle your spider. It's basically the same as with these parrots. I had to train with them, I had to work with them to make them comfortable with it. It's similar for your jumping spider really, so do allow yourself some time to plan for it, get used to the idea and know what you're doing before you do it. If possible, as well as being gentle, try to avoid forcing them. It's okay to encourage them onto your hand or to interact with you, but if you're actively having to force them, it basically just means they don't want to do it, and you should probably try another time or go back to a step I'm going to talk about a little bit later in this video with getting them used to your hand. When you're handling your jumping spider, make sure you do so in an open area. So that could be a tabletop surface, or the top of a bed, whatever, just something open so you can see them easily if they jump off of you. It is very easy for your jumping spider to jump off, run off and get lost, and that's no good for you and potentially no good for them, because they may not find food or you may accidentally harm them while searching for them. So make sure you have an area prepared so you can play with them and handle them. There's nothing wrong with having like some scenery in the middle of that area they can climb and you can take nice photos on, but just have a wide open area to make life easier for you if there is any problem. Now, some people may disagree with me on this one, but I feel it's important to make people aware, and I feel it's the best practice. Try to avoid handling jumping spider slings. Slings are a lot more fragile, slings are a lot more flighty, and they're a lot more sensitive. You can hurt them a lot worse if you do make a mistake. It's better to start handling them when they reach the sub-adult stage or adult stage of their life cycle. When they're older, it is generally better. They're going to be a little bit more chill, and hopefully by then they'll be used to you as well. Something I don't see talked about enough on the internet is getting your jumping spider used to your hands and doing some desensitization work. I frequently do desensitization with my parrots and recommend the same to my clients. It is really important to get any animal used to your hand before handling, and with jumping spiders it is no exception. And by doing this, you can just make it a lot less intrusive a process to them. And the first step of that is just having your hand outside their enclosure to let them see it, well, at least once a day. It may sound silly, but it's very useful. And then moving your hand around so they get used to your hand moving around. It's also good for if you need to change decor in there, so they're not really shocked when you do it. Later on, just pop your hand in the enclosure let them get used to your hand being in there. Let them see it, let them notice that it's not really going to be a threat to them. Move it around a little bit eventually, very slowly and deliberately, so they can just sense that it's not a danger to them. And through doing this, you may find your jumping spider actively comes to you rather than you having to encourage it. It's a lot less intrusive way of doing things, and it's a lot more relaxed for them, and it's kind of more fulfilling to you, because if they do come to you, it almost feels like you're making a friend and they're willingly doing so without any coercion. A quick note on handling wild jumping spiders, because I know a lot of you out there live where they're jumping spiders. We have them here as well, different, much smaller species here in Europe. It's okay to handle wild ones. Again, just be conscious of the things I've mentioned in this video. Be very cautious with it. Try and give them choice in that. It's very important. If they want to get off, don't keep hassling them. Let them go on their way. If they're happy to sit on you, that's great too. If you found the tips in this video useful, I'd love a subscribe, I'd love a like, and I'm always happy to answer any comments or questions. But in the meantime, from me and my two naughty conures, take care and see you later.